Unless you're living in a cave, you would have noticed in the past few days increasing mentions about the Indian Navy, an uptick about the reports of daring rescue operations which are extraordinary to say the least. And I will tell you how so. Look at these three images. Different locations, different ship, one Indian Navy. In the latest, on 29th January, an Iranian-flagged fishing vessel Al Naimi came under attack from the pirates, 11 pirates to be specific, off the east coast of Somalia. Wasting no time, INS Sumitra intercepted the hijacked vessel and pushed a combination of strategic moves with the deployment of its integral helicopter carrier. This was a high-stake operation in the South Arabian Sea. Ultimately, the crew got out safely. The vessel was released, and this image with the captured pirates was officially released. Also in addition here, on board this fishing vessel were 19 Pakistani nationals as crew members. They are all safe today thanks to the Indian Navy. Just the night before this, on 28 January, same INS Sumitra had sprung into action, rescuing another Iranian-flagged vessel MV Iman. 17 crew members were on board and targeted by the Somalian pirates who had even taken the crew as hostages. Eventually, the pirates were finally coerced to release the crew safely and also release the vessel. 2 days, 2 incredible operations of anti-piracy. Remember, operating on land within a known terrain is very different from Arabian Sea or Red Sea, where functioning is multi-times more difficult. But why would I do a Homeland explainer on isolated incidents? Because instead, there are increasing incidents surfacing in the sea. In the early hours of 27th January, the Indian Navy's guided missile destroyer INS Vishakhapatnam, stationed in the Gulf of Aden, answered a distress call from the British oil tanker MV Marlin Luanda. A specialized team of 10 personnel alongside the tanker's crew extinguished the fire successfully after over 6 hours. But this was no ordinary fire. Somalian pirates, if there are on one side, Houthi militia is on another. Yemen-based Houthi was said to have targeted this British oil tanker vessel, seen as an escalation to the Israel-Hamas War. The Navy evacuated 22 Indian and 1 Bangladeshi crew on board. This was a heroic feat, but also a reminder of the escalating regional tensions in this area. I appreciate what vessel's Captain Abhilash Rawat said to news agency PTI. "We had lost hope," he said, "but these guys, the Indian Navy, have done a tremendous firefighting job. They really went out of the book to help us out." INS Vishakhapatnam is one of the 10 odd frontline warships that the Indian Navy has deployed to counter the increasing piracy threats near the Somalia coast and the Red Sea crisis that's only escalating. But that was not all. The Sri Lankan flagged fishing trawler Lorenzo Puta was hijacked by 3 pirates on 27 January, according to the officials. The Indian Navy deployed INS Sharada and also tasked the Sea Guardian long-range drones to locate this hijacked fishing vessel, and it was intercepted. Of course, with so many instances taking place and the Indian Navy playing a significant role, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar had this to say.
Rescued Pakistani and Iranian fishermen from pirates. So, I feel today that India's greater capability and our own interests and our reputation today warrants that we actually help out in difficult situations.
So I saved the best for last. When Navy's elite Marine Commandos, Marcos, freed the crew members of Liberia-flagged MV Leela Norfolk, which was hijacked by the pirates. Now, rarely do we get visuals in these cases, but this was one such instance for us to understand the effort and the risk involved. Marcos was seen making way onto the deck, sanitizing the area with all their ammunition before it could resume its journey again. A naval aircraft, meanwhile, was constantly hovering in the air, making threats to the pirates to leave, and also monitoring our personnel movement and to assist as required from air. In the end, all 21 crew members safely rescued. It is one thing to listen to heroic stories, but it's absolutely another to get a visual glimpse of what exactly happens on site. Marcos are known as the few, the fearless, and rightly so. It's an elite commando force deployed for alarming situations, including like this one of anti-piracy and other security threats in Indian waters and beyond. And you need to understand about how the geography is, because while we boast of their courage, these incidents also remind us tensions are escalating, not just on land in West Asia vis-a-vis the Western world, but also in waters spread across. The Red Sea is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. It has witnessed a significant escalation in hostilities, attacks, blockades ever since Israel-Hamas War since the 7th of October. The first major known attack occurred on 19th November when a Bahamas flagged ship was seized. Houthis even documented this attack, remember, with body cameras, sophisticated equipment to broadcast their attack to the world. So while some nations or their backed militant groups are adding fuel to the fire, India is that one nation dousing this fire, literally and metaphorically. As I conclude, it should be a matter of great pride that we have such men in the forces who guarantee not just our protection of the borders and interiors, but also of other commercial, other national vessels, their crew members, as and when the need requires. We may never know their name or face, anytime soon at least. But we must always remember that there are brave men deployed in the most adverse conditions today, ensuring this world is safe for us all. And I hope that the government provides due support and acknowledgement to each one of them in time. Thank you for watching.